all revolutions and mass popular upheavals, we'll need years to find out what is the final outcome of these processes. But 2 or 3 things have become clear. Individual Arab citizens in their tens of millions, maybe hundreds of millions, have now become empowered, are not afraid to speak out, feel that they can bring change by themselves, either through democratic elections or through street protests. And therefore we have 2 things now. We have an active, empowered Arab citizenry, and we have a public sphere. There is a public sphere in the Arab world where people are active. It could be in demonstrations, it could be with bombs, it could be with elections, it could be with protests, it could be with peaceful civil society. But we have the space open now where millions and millions of individuals can interact and try to bring about the change they want. And they start by expressing the grievances they feel. That has been the immediate result of the Arab uprisings until now. What happens next, we'll see. I don't see any global powers withdrawing. I see the opposite. The Americans are setting up more bases, killing people with drones, attacking versus Daesh in Syria and Iraq, supporting Arab military regimes, and the Russians are actively fighting in Syria. The Iranians are fighting in Syria. The Saudis are all over the place with their army. So you have an intensification of not just global powers, but regional powers, Turks, Saudis, Iranians, actively fighting inside many Arab countries. So we have a very difficult road ahead because the process of political change has been sparked by popular revolutions and has been retarded by counter-revolutions that are predominantly managed by regional military powers like Saudi Arabia, Iran, and Turkey. Maybe Egypt will get involved. And we have a long road ahead with problems in the short run, but better days will be with us in the long run. The importance of a conference like this is, first of all, that it's organized by institutions within the Arab world that have credibility, that have expertise, that have human capabilities. Second of all, it brings together original scholarship from all different parts of the Arab world. Third of all, it interacts with credible scholars from the rest of the world, from the West and the East and the South. And so you have a really global perspective that is anchored in the Middle East and most importantly defined by scholars in the Middle East so that we get a more accurate picture of what's going on than we do in some of the activities that take place in Western countries that are predominantly defined by Western ideological impulses that often are fair but often are not. So I think this is a valuable process, and it's basically to discuss ideas and identify realities and trends to understand better how change is happening. What happens in the future will be for the future to decide.